We had me on Lecrae's pod, and then he came on my pod. Now, there's some controversies that we need to address. The overall conversation I thought was great. I thought Lecrae did a great job, and I thought he was prepared and crushed it. I thought he did a really good job. Let's just play them the trailer of this, because pretty much everything I got in trouble for in the comments was in the trailer.
Even the idea of masculinity, don't bring that up. It feels like patriarchy, and to even talk about what it means to be a man.
Patriarchy in and of itself is not bad. Patriarchy just means that the man is the head of the household. Why is that a bad thing? Right?
Just so you know, they're
for sure, and that's fair. Come from here. I do feel like when women meet a masculine, competent man that is able to provide, they tend to.
So go watch the podcast.
Go watch the whole podcast.
Man, gotta appreciate a good edit.
As I said, patriarchy, in and of itself, is not bad. Again.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm gonna let all the women off the hook at the end of this video.
Uh-oh.
Okay, just bear with me, ladies. Bear with me. Ignore the frustration, but foundationally, Google patriarchy definition. Look at the first definition: a system in society or government in which the father or eldest male is the head of the family and descent is traced through the male line. So everyone all together, what is patriarchy? Patriarchy is a system where the man is the head of the household. Now, all this other stuff about patriarchy excludes women from having a voice, we're now making up definitions.
Yeah, we're like, well, let's add a second definition to patriarchy.
And this is the thing, when they did it with the word gossip.
Yeah,
gossip is anything I said about anyone that you like that I said something critical of. That's not gossip, fam. So the definition of patriarchy is the same thing: a system of society or government in which the father or eldest male is the head of the family and descent is traced through the male line. Words mean things. Now, I get it. I'm a white, handsome man, not comfortable to receive this sort of information from women. They don't like it. I'm too handsome. I'm white. They don't want to hear that patriarchy in and of itself is not bad, and they don't want to
too handsome.
And they don't. I'm being facetious. They don't want to hear that patriarchy in and of itself is bad. They don't want to hear that here's the definition of words. Yeah. They don't want right now in the conversation. Go watch it for yourself. In a conversation, I said there's exceptions to the rule. There's definitely women that just got like an incredible entrepreneurial gift that are like they're just wired different.
Yeah.
But that's the exception to the rule. That's not the rule. The majority of women, again, according to the data, once they push out a human and they feel that connection with a baby, they're going to be nurturing. And I know people like to change definitions of stuff. Well, in today's world, I feel like, okay, but we're not talking about what you feel like in today's world. We're talking about what is the definition of a thing. A definition of a thing is patriarchy is the man is the head of the household. It's a society or system where the man is the head of the household. That doesn't mean that men dominate women. That doesn't mean that women don't have a voice. That doesn't mean that women can't work a job. That doesn't mean, that's not what any of those things mean.
Yeah.
So foundationally, that is the definition of patriarchy. Now, there's all sorts of goofy comments about this, specifically in terms of women and not working. I'm tired of traditional patriarchy narrative. Women in America have always worked. Now, who said that women didn't work?
I don't know.
When did I ever say that women should not work? I'm tired of this traditional patriarchy narrative. Women in America have always worked, especially black women. Women in public times worked. Biblical times worked. The stay-at-home moms were only common in suburban white households in the 50s. Biblical patriarchy has nothing to do with this stuff. It's simply about sacrifice and cooperative differences. Okay, so pull up my response real quick. Titus 2, 3, 4, 5, Paul instructs older women to teach younger women to be what?
Homemakers.
Obedient to who?
Their husbands.
And love their children and husbands. Now, should we pull up Titus? Likewise, teach the older women to be reverent in the way they live, not to be slanderous or addicted to too much wine, but to teach what is good. Then they are to urge younger women to what? Love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy where?
At home.
To be kind and to be subject to their husbands so that no one will malign the word of God. Oh, I'm sorry. There's another one. Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands, as you do to who? The Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, of which he is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their own husbands in everything. Okay. So I don't know how you sparse that, but let's go back to the comment. Proverbs 31, 10 through 31 says, a woman is described as watching over a household, waking up early to cook food for her family and giving servants their share. Okay, so then I said, I'll let you sort out what was happening in biblical times according to those passages. And it's cringe. Now, this is the part that's offensive. It's cringe to imply stay-at-home moms don't work. Where are my stay-at-home moms at?
That's for real.
The 25% of the women that watch this channel. Who said that women don't work?
Yeah.
Why is work only associated with you going outside of the household?
Yeah.
Why is work never associated with caring for the kids?
And
Why
why-
is work not associated with caring for your house?
And why is caring for kids only at work when it's at a daycare?
Hello? So this whole notion that stay-at-home moms don't work is mad cringe.
Yep.
It is sexist at the foundational definition. This is misogynistic to say women have always worked. Who said anything about women is not working? One could argue that a stay-at-home mom works harder and longer than a dude that works outside of the home.
My wife was a daycare teacher at a small in-home daycare. And when she was pregnant, she would work there, take care of these kids, really enjoyed taking care of kids. And then when she was done at the end of the day, she would clock out, come home, kick her feet up, get a foot rub, because she's pregnant. Now, she's pregnant again, but we have a 16-month-old. He's like a toddler. He's running around. And the only difference between what she did then at the small in-home daycare
before she had her own baby,
and what she does now is that, because she was pregnant in both scenarios, watching kids, is that she doesn't clock out.
So you mean to tell me she works longer?
She works longer.
And you mean to tell me it's harder because she never leaves?
There's no mental health days.
There's no mental health days.
Yeah.
There's no days. There's literally no days off.
No days off.
So this idea that working is only outside the home, like fam, right? So I said, and it's cringe to imply that stay-at-home moms don't work or that only white women to be desired to be stay-at-home moms. That's racist to me, flat out. The data is not on your side in the slightest. Mind you, I never said women can't or shouldn't work outside the home, but the scriptures are clear what married women with young children should make priority in Proverbs 31. Okay, now someone else decided to check me on my data. So now what the data shows is going to shock you guys. Just so you guys know, they did studies on this. Conclusive studies, thousands and thousands of people surveyed on this, specifically working women with children. And I'm going somewhere with this. That's going to let all the women off the hook. I'm going somewhere that's going to let all the women off the hook. Okay, so pull up the study. Where's the study? Okay, so American Institute for Economic Research, 2022. This is recent.
Okay, this is not 1942.
This ain't 1942.
Okay.
Conducted to survey to assess the employment preferences of mothers with young children in the United States. 1,200 working mothers with at least one child under the age of 18. This is under the age of 18. Pay attention. Under the age of 18. What'd they find? Approximately 56% of respondents indicated they would prefer to stay at home if given the opportunity, primarily due to childcare responsibilities, desire for better work-life balance, and personal fulfillment. This is the citation, American Institute. So that's 56% of working women with kids 18 and under.
You might not have a degree, but you went to college.
This is what the data says. Now, there's another study done on this in 2021. This is an even bigger sample size. This is the study I referenced. Okay? So this is for the Department Employment Intentions of Women with Dependent Children across various states in the U.S. 3,000 working women with children 18 and under. Findings, approximately 64% of surveyed women express a preference to stay at home if circumstances allowed. Now, in data collection, a sample size usually needs to be about 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. That's usually what it needs to be, about 1,000 people. This is 3,000 people. Yeah. 3,000 people. They found out 64, not Christian women, not conservative women, not women with babies, not women with kids 5 and under, 10 and under, 18 and under would stay at home if circumstances allowed, citing reasons such as childcare needs, educational opportunities for children, and reduced stress. Now, here's the kicker. This one's really gonna hurt. 84% of working women told Forbes Woman and The Bump that staying at home to raise children is a luxury they what?
Aspire to.
They what?
Aspire to. That's on their vision board.
That's on their vision board.
The patriarchy is on their vision board.
The patriarchy is on the vision board.
Misogynism is on their vision board.
Misogynism. Oh my gosh, all these isms. What is going on?
Oh,
Now check. Now you know what makes this worse? Oh, this is gonna hurt. And this is the point. This is the point, ladies. Hear me. This is the point. I don't care if you work outside the home. I don't care if you want to run a business. Some of you guys got amazing entrepreneurial gifts. I don't care. I don't care.
Don't care.
This is what I care about. What's more, this is from the Forbes article. More than 1 in 3 resent their partner for not earning enough to make that dream a reality.
Wait, where are you reading that?
The bottom sentence. More than 1 in 3 resent their partner for not earning enough to make that dream a reality. There's my citation. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
That's dark.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't talk to women. Do you know who I talk to? I talk to the men. The men that are going to marry y'all. That 84% of y'all will want to stay home and raise the kid. You aspire for it. And a third of y'all are going to resent your husband for not giving you the opportunity. I am a white man who has zero desire to speak to women. I'm here. Listen to me, ladies. I'm on your team. I'm on your team. I want you to have better options so that when you get married, you can have a man who's thinking about these things years before he starts dating you. That he's thought through this process to have the luxury to give you the opportunity to stay at home if you were to choose so. How is that a bad thing? How is that a bad thing? Some of you guys don't understand my personality. That's fine. Okay? That's fine.
You're making these women's dreams a reality.
I'm
Pause.
Genuinely I have zero desire to speak to women.
Yeah.
I have zero desire. I am not Andrew Tate or Kevin Sam. I have zero desire to speak to women. My objective is to speak to men so that men know this data.
Yep.
Men need to know this information. Men need to be equipped to learn how to find useful skills, to learn how to skill stack the skills they already have, to learn how to build better relationships, to learn how to live on less than what they make, to learn how to build a home that's stable so that when they have children, they can give their wife the opportunity to stay home. Because according to the data, according to Forbes, it's 84%. According to the National Women's Employment Survey, it's 64%. This other one says it's 56%. Whatever the percent, the majority, as in more than 51% of women who work and have children would prefer to stay home. I'm not here to judge you on if you do or don't want to do that. I'm here to tell the men that will be eligible to marry you that this is what women want. Fellas, let's get it together.
Ew.
Let's get it together. Someone said, but then women get shamed for expecting men to make a reasonable income.
They do get shamed for that. That is interesting.
Women get shamed for expecting men to make a 6-figure income?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Tammy, not over here.
Not over here.
Not over here, sis. This is what I'm saying. I'm on your team. Yeah. I'm here to help you if you really think about it. If you really think about it, we're here to help equip the men so that when they go to marry y'all, they're capable, or at least on the trajectory. They may not be capable. When I wanted to marry my wife, I wasn't capable yet. Yeah. But you know what? We knew our value systems that by the time we have kids, Ruslan got to figure it out. Mom, that's not going back to work. I got to figure this thing out. So I understand living life is expensive. I understand it's hard that the cost of living is expensive. I understand all these things. I get all those things. But I am not the red pillar that's shaming women for saying they want a competent man. But I am someone that will say, as I did in the conversation with Lecrae, that responsibility without authority is slavery.
Ooh.
And I tend to think that if a man has the responsibility to provide, not just financially, but provide socially, emotionally, and economically, they should have some authority over their household, as well as women who have responsibility to care for their kids, have authority over the kids and have authority over other. So lie number one is that stay-at-home moms don't work. That's a complete lie.
Yuck.
And that's nasty. That's a nasty lie. Lie number two is that women don't have any authority. No, women do have authority. They have authority over their children. They have authority over decisions. They have a lot of authority. Lie number three is that this is misogynistic or it's harmful to women. No, this is empowering to women. This is helping men to count the cost of what's going to come. And if women are listening, we're saying, hey, at least think about these things. Biology may kick in. You may think you want to work outside the home and let the lion's share of the hours that your kids are awake be spent with a stranger. You may think that's cool now. I promise you biology might kick in and that might be different. That's what this is really about. Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.